Hello everyone, so welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing a review on the, I believe, Hungarian M70. That's what I believe it is. It's the sort of Eastern Bloc helmets during the Cold War, so this is called an M70. It was made, I guess, in the 70s, and this helmet is made of this very thin steel and weighs about 2 pounds, so it's a lot cheaper, and the steel is thinner on this helmet than the sort of World War II or the German style helmet. That one weighs like 4 pounds or something. This only weighs like half, and these are really cheap. And you can see the outline here isn't actually bent in to prevent cuts and stuff, so it's pretty sharp. If you drop it, it might cut your toes or something like that. And these helmets don't actually have the sort of ventilation or exhaust holes. It's just a few bolts on here. These are really cheap, and mine is obviously in good condition, and these are pretty cheap for like $20 or something. And you have sort of a leather strap, I think, or it might be fake leather, I don't know. So on the inside, it's just cotton padding, so this isn't actually a liner, it's just padding inside, unlike the other helmets, the sort of earlier helmets that have the sort of actual liners on here. These are just really cheap, and these are the sort of one size fits all, so the helmet shell, the metal part, is just made in one size, which is XL, so everyone can fit in it, and they just put padding in here instead of a liner. So it's the one size fits all thing, and someone with a really large head can fit in this, and someone with a small head like me, I can also fit in this. And if you can see, there's this sort of marking I don't actually understand. It says MEO 110. I don't know what that means. Probably some kind of production number or serial number. I don't actually know. So yeah, these helmets, they look very similar to the Soviet sort of World War II helmets, the SSH-40, so these have the sort of ear things, just like the sort of, the other Eastern Bloc helmets. So here I have a, I think this is a, Bulgarian M72. This is also pretty cheap for around $20. This one has a bit more rust on it, and it actually has a liner. The size on this is also pretty small, and this one also has the sort of if you can see, the ear thingies that stick out to protect your ears. And yeah, so now I'm gonna wear the helmet. Simply just put this on, so it fits me. It's really big. You can see it extends outwards. This is how you look. And you have the ear thingies, and these are just I think these are just printed down, so these are really cheap to produce, and they don't actually have the sort of bend, so you don't cut your fingers with it, and these are pretty sharp. They're just printed down, and really cheap to produce. And all the sort of Eastern communism sort of helmets, they're all really cheap. And you can see this kind of looks weird, but you can see the ears extend more. I don't know why I don't like this design. It's pretty ugly, and it fits me. It's pretty comfortable. And let's take this off. This also works with a gas mask, since the size is really large. So I'll just put this on. I don't know if the strap will work, but put this like that. Yeah, I think that works. Have the strap on. You usually can't put on the strap along with the gas mask, and you can see that this works since the helmet is really big, and I kind of look like those Soviet soldiers, except they didn't wear GP5. This is a GP5, and yeah, I think this helmet works pretty well, and let me try to get it off. The mask off. This helmet works pretty good, And the straps are also are also adjustable, and the liner inside isn't. It's not even liner; it's just padding, so you can't adjust it either. And I assume that this will fit everyone. So adults can fit in this, everyone, and only if your head is like super large then you can't fit in these. But the shells were just made in XL, so everyone can fit in them. And the other helmet I just showed, I think the Bulgarian M72, that helmet. So that helmet actually has a liner inside, and that helmet is a bit more expensive to produce than the sort of Hungarian M70, and like all the Eastern Europe, the Eastern Bloc helmets, I think they were all just called the M's. This is M70, there's M72, M73. M73 is a Romanian helmet, and they're all the sort of Eastern Bloc helmets, and they are mostly copies of the sort of Soviet helmets during the Cold War. This one is a SSH-40 copy, so it's the Soviet helmet, the World War II Soviet helmet, and the Hungarians simply just copied this helmet, and it's a pretty good helmet. It protects the sort of ears and a bit of the back, but it doesn't offer as much protection as the sort of World War II. The other Western helmets, I have a German Stahlhelm. That helmet offers more protection, and I think it has more steel on it. I think the steel is different, but the steel on here is really thin, so I don't think that this helmet can stop a bullet, because the steel is so thin. It might not even stop shrapnel.